Hi guys, we're about 5 days before release. 1st of December we're going to release our ISOs, and what we do is we make 2 videos every month upon release time. How to stay rolling, cool, but also what is new, so you know what's going on with your distribution or your OS. And I've just added and changed the article up here. So release December ISOs, all ISOs will be released except Cutefish and Ukui on the 1st of December. And here is the release article. So let's go over all the new things, what changed. So this is already set up here. So you'll get a list. This is a week before, which means, guys, somebody asked today, what is AAG? So join us on Discord channel, report AAG, have a look. But it means you have the ISOs now, right? I'm making this video, but it is already there. So this is a pre-release, giving you the time to tell us, are the ISOs good? Do we have issues? Should we recall these ISOs? Should we not release them the 1st of December? So that's the idea. You want to be a tester, a beta tester, but not committed every month doing it, but just when you have the time, you just install the ISOs and report back to us on Discord. Something's wrong, right? And then we can recall. So the ISOs are already there. And the only thing that happens is in a week's time is I'll move those to here and I'll give it 23.12.03. And that's it, right? And all the rest, of course, SourceForge and torrents and all that. But that's what's going to happen on this particular seed host, server. So what's new is a new DK. So DK is a new tiling window manager coming from Nate. And you can read on his link here. I've made a copy paste of what he says DK is. We've made an complete config for them. In the meantime, things changed. That's always how it is. So I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 desktops at the top here, which is a bit nicer. You can click it. You can install it with the ATT. So anywhere you go, anything ArcoLinux based, you install the ArcoLinux tweak tool, click install, done. You have it. You can also install it with Calamares. Click here and all these things that it needs will be installed. I must point out that this is a very interesting video. It's installing from a very bare minimal installation, which ArcoLinux D is. We're not going to the advanced and click. No, we're going to go for a very bare installation, black screen like in Arch, but we go through the motions of Calamares. So we install a bare ArcoLinux D and then we build everything up. So that's interesting, and maybe that's still not your cup of tea, and that's fine. But then you know already what is possible, right? And I see this is a playlist. So take a look always. If you see something up there, these are all videos about DK. And then we have the desktop treasure. If you add something, we should be able to remove something. And although this will never be possible to be 100% perfect, it does remove desktops, right? It does kill it, and certainly something simple as DK. Rofi menu for OpenBox. We were installing and testing all the 42 ISOs, and Super D normally gives us this. And was an OpenBox and said, oh, what's that? It's not working, it's broken. So it's a different kind of key combo that was minimized desktops, and we removed it and made it look like this. Okay, so a video about that. When building our ISOs, we saw there was a problem with PAMAC. PAMAC was unable to run, and we were waiting because of changes in ArcoLinux packages. We needed a patch, and Manjaro is the guy that makes PAMAC. We needed to wait for a patch for them to make it, right? And I thought, well, why not include Octopi, right? Why not use something else? And at this point in time, I have 2 of them. the little octopi, which basically can also set in the options and go for icons. I changed some other icons here, so I have a white one. But now we have two, because in the meantime, Pamic gave their patch. So both of them are available on my machine. By default on the ISO, it's just octopi, but we've made a video. I'll maybe include it in this article. How to remove one or the other, or install one or the other. We've made a little video about Pamic in general and octopi. So we might like it and keep it, we'll see. You be the judge. What you use is always the same. Linux is freedom. Remove what you don't like and install what you like. We've also added the octopi notifier. So this little guy up here is the notifier. And we have SophieRem. So guys, let me remind you, when you boot up in ArcoLinux, it has this welcome app and it says easy installation, advanced installation. And it also says if advanced installation fails, because of so many variables that we have no control over, then you use the easy installation, right? So if you have the easy installation, there's no choice for packages. Then SophieRem is interesting. SophieRem is basically the same thing as Calamaris, right? You get the same packages as you see here. NeoFetch, just click, it's installed. Octopi, click, it's removed, and so on. So we've added the octopi notifier in here, that wasn't included yet, and updated that particular package. Here you see something else, applications, Baobab is installed, and Bridley is installed, and so on. You just click away, and that'll be fine. So SophieRem is something, or Sophie for short, the guys who like to work from the terminal, Sophie, right? Now, we've also, upon installing all these ISOs, we saw that, and it was always our intention to make XSs very minimal, but if you maybe remember when you do updates and you see these make init CPO messages of warning, 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 this is not installed, that is not installed, these kind of things. So warnings when you do this, that's because it's missing a firmware. So on XL, we have added this particular package. It's a package, you can sudo pacman -s this thing, and then we don't see all these warnings anymore. The Bs still do not have this package. So if you want to get rid of all the warnings, you install this one with your own ArcoLinux Nemesis scripts. And ArcoLinux D, of course, is a very, very bare and minimal one. He does not have it either. There's a new make init CPO package for application from ArcoLinux, and we have to change a little bit again. So remove this from the make init CPO.conf, and you see less errors like this one. So if you see SDV console, it's still in there, and you see this message. With the next update, it might be gone, but it may not be gone. And if it's really bugging you, then you just remove SDV console from etc make initcpo.conf. There's also a script if you want to run the script, but just delete. You can do that. So here is an interesting video about the bare and minimal. Is that the same as the other one? Otherwise, we'll have to remove it here. So the DK, this one, 3667, then I'll delete it if it's the same. So it matters. This video matters. It's twice in the release article. I'll remove one of them. But it really is interesting to see how it builds up. ArcoLinux is a bunch of Lego blocks. And we build things up. We got a base, the plate, the red plate, and then you put on blocks, Lego blocks, and you build up 42 ISOs, right? And you can do that just the same with ArcoLinux D, very minimal, and you decide whether to have LightM, GDM, SEM, Li, and so on, and start building up. We found a new little utility tool, HiFetch, that we've now added to our systems. It's just this coloring of NeoFetch, the logo. It's fine, it's fun. You just have a look. Lots of possibilities there. Yeah, Calamaris has had its issues because of the dependencies. Basically, when any application is built, well, not any, sometimes there's just the application, but a really small percentage, mostly there is a dependency. And the dependency here, well, creates an issue because of the fact that ArcoLinux changed the name, right? And everything halts. Again, let me repeat, when you boot up, there is this welcome. If advanced fails, use the easy installation, right? Then everything would be fine. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Of course, now on our ISOs, none of it will be happening again. libadwaita without Adwaita Git. We're still working with this one as our solution to get a PAMAC that is black. So that's good. We've seen our share of Plasma 5 renaming still in this month. So it creates issues and we try to solve them basically. And that's all we can do, right? And one of those was Upstream to Upstream Qt. Well, actually, the change was Upstream Qt to Qt5, right? So this video, that's this one. And how to stay rolling is the other one. Basically, the only thing to do was the etc make initcpo.conf, change whatever you want to change there, SDV console out. All right, that concludes the video, what is new, and you can try already our ISOs. Tell us if it's working on Discord. Here are all the ISOs, and if you want to try the new guy, that's the new guy, and you can play around with it. All right, cheers.